is everybody tonight? Welcome to Nicole's Recycled Treasures. I am Nicole. If you're seeing the red live button, you're catching us on a live. If you do not see a red live button, you caught us on replay, please hit hashtag replay. Let us know you were here. I'm going to wait for a few of you to pop on here. How's everybody doing tonight? Cold, cold night. Guys, tomorrow is the baby shower. I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. It is what it is at this point. Hi, B, how are you? Hi, Stacy. How's little man? I saw your post earlier. Hello, Mary. How you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Uh-oh, what is going on with my screen? Can you guys see me? My phone kind of went dim. How you doing, B? He's getting a little better. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not good. I'm glad he's better though. Poor baby. Stacy's son was feeling awfully sick. In and out of the doctors, in the emergency room. So guys, I have this beautiful, I actually love the black on it. This beautiful cookie jar, or just a pantry jar, whichever. We're gonna call it a cookie jar. So I had my son getting ready for dinner. We went out to dinner. I had my son come over and I had so much to do, so I couldn't get on earlier. I'm like, well, I'll do a quick one tonight. So we're just going to make this over. I have this beautiful napkin. I love this snowman. So he's very like, I don't know, it's very old school country looking snowman, which I think works perfectly with this black. Unfortunately, we got to paint the top whites to put the napkin on. And then I'm thinking, this is the perfect red. We're gonna wrap the sides of this in this, it's like a red jute twine. I've used it on a few things already. I got this at Home Goods. It was a big old roll. So I actually love this for Christmas for more like the country look. So I'm also thinking I wanna keep this, because if you look at, let's tear this puppy apart. We're gonna take this top off. I was gonna put a new top on it, but this has all kinds of pieces and parts. This perfectly matches. I love this. It's like a matte black and it perfectly matches his hat and everything else in it. So I think we're gonna leave this. Hello there, Crazy Mom Creations. How you doing? So this is an unusual time for me to be on. I'm usually not on so late, but I had so much to do. Had a baby shower going on. And welcome, 12 Oaks. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. So I'm going to use the Folk Art satin paint. It's titanium white. We're just going to paint the top of this. We're going to remake this cookie jar. Thank you, B. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm almost out of paint. Oh, look, I found another one. Thank you for the hearts. So what are you guys all up to this weekend? Anything fun? Hi, Kathy. Thank you for giving me your name. I always, and it'll take me a couple times. I'll try to remember. So we're going to paint the top of this only because I love this black, and although we're gonna wrap that red jute rope around it, I don't mind if some of that black shows through, because this is more like a country kind of theme snowman. And I actually love this matte black. So we're gonna put this on there, and then we're gonna wrap this around. And I think, usually I change the handles, but I think the handle matches him perfectly. So we're going to keep the handle. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Is it still freezing out by all of you? Hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Guys, I'm letting everybody know too, because, and like I said, I think I said on my last live, I noticed I'm not the only one, but went to Waco, Texas yesterday to see the silos. Oh, that sounds like fun. Are you out in the Texas area, B? Or you just went? So apparently a lot of people aren't getting notifications on Facebook, and you got to keep popping back in here and resetting it. So there's 3 buttons to your top right. If you click on those, and it'll bring down a little drop menu, it says, please notify when I go live. So if you hit that, I don't know, we keep having to reset it for some reason. Yes, visiting your daughter. Oh, that's cool. I made a cheat sheet to try to help me remember there are lots of us without our names. There is. That's one of the reasons I kind of like the whole Nicole's Recycled Treasures. But yes. So I keep asking people, and it'll take me a few times. Indoor soccer. I used to coach soccer for my daughter when she was little. I love soccer. Soccer and football, those are my sports. And wrestling. I was a wrestling mom too. I got your notification. Oh, good. I'm glad. I was having problems yesterday too, logging into parts of my page too. So I'm almost wondering, they weren't just doing a whole new update. I noticed on in my apps that Facebook had did an update. So I'm wondering. Awesome. So I'm hopefully they fixed it then. I know there's a ton of others on tonight. There's all kinds of groups crafting right now. So, but I wanted to get one in. Guys, I can't wait. So I'm not going to show it tonight because I know she's home. I will take pictures and post them tomorrow of the little surprises. Hello, Shirley. How are you? I will post pictures tomorrow of what I made for the baby shower. Some of you got to see part of it the other day, and it wasn't totally finished. They're so cute. I'm so excited about it, but we're not talking about what it is, just in case my daughter pops on here. I'll take pictures and post tomorrow. So we have exactly an hour tomorrow. I'm making a, guys, I can't say the word. So it's called a charter. Can't say it. So I call it a charcuterie board. God, don't kick me off of Facebook for that. But instead of doing that, I'm doing a big grazing table. So I have exactly an hour to set that up tomorrow. So we tried to get everything prepped as much as we could today for it. I have all kinds of stuff. So we just lay down that, you know, that brown craft paper that everybody uses on their desks to craft with. We're going to lay that down on a table and do a big grazing table tomorrow. But I'm excited. She's not allowed in while we're decorating. I still don't know what I can't say it. I said it earlier today, and my son corrected me about 4 times, and I finally said it right. And do you think I'd remember what it's called now? I have no idea. I said it wrong. I said charcuterie board. It's a charcuterie board. That's what it is. I won't remember that 2 minutes from now. It's that old age thing kicking in. But let's face it, it's not an easy word to say. So I'm gonna put my dryer on this because it's black. We're gonna need a second coat. Hi Nicole, glad you're on here. No, it's busy weekend for you. Hi Marcia, how are you? It is. It's been a busy week, but it's okay. I didn't have to work this week. I took off of work, so I didn't have that pressure, which is good. I go back Monday. Hi, Ash. That's my other daughter, Ashley, so she's got a surprise for my daughter, too. So I can't wait to take a picture of that and show it. But Ashley, we're not talking about what we made on here, just in case Stacy pops on. Did you finish it, Ash? See, I'm excited to get this going tomorrow. I got a little bit of white down there, but that's okay. Like I said, we're going to be putting that red jute rope on it right along the edges here. But we don't have to paint that because it's okay if the black shows through. We're going to keep the lid black. I want to keep that black. And I'm thinking I might, while this is out, what did I do with my, guys, I did my brushes last night. Took me over an hour. Hi Nancy, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I have a lag going on here. I'm working on it now. Hello Terry, how are you? Thank you for all those stopping in that are new. Let us know where you're from. Feel free to say hello. We're remaking a cookie jar tonight. I'm putting the cutest little snowman on it. We might do this Christmas tree that's sitting next to me too, because we're using the same napkin. So as most of you know, I have a show on the 4th. So what I want to do, hi Christina! So what I want to do is get as many of these done as I can, so I have a ton of Christmas stuff to make. I'm getting there, guys. But I feel like the 4th is creeping up on me right now. How you doing, Christina? All right, we're gonna set that aside to cool. And then we're going to, guys, everybody does this different. So I have no nails, which is very obvious. However, some people use tape. I have used Scotch tape to tear these apart. I find if you mess with the corner enough, they'll come apart for you. This one's a 3-layer, so you want to take all the layers off of these napkins. Hi Sharon, how are you? So you want to take all these napkins off, or all these plies off, and go down to just the one ply. So you're going to tear these all off carefully. We're going to go all the way around because we may get 2 projects out of this, depending on how this lays on this lid. So I love these napkins where they go, I'll show you the snowman here in a second. I came across some cute napkins the other day and got them. And so this one has it on all panels. And I was trying to do these wooden trees, and I was so sad because it only had these long skinny right down the center, and it was such a pretty napkin, so I'll have to find another project for that other one. But this is gonna be so cute, just to have a little cookie jar laying out. Let's get the jar out of the way. Let's bring you down a little bit. So we're gonna leave. Try it up. I just kind of want to see where we're at here. Oh, we'll be good. So we're gonna get a coat of, I think I'm gonna iron this on with my little iron because I want it to come out really smooth. I usually use saran wrap, but tonight would be the night that, you know, that's an epic fail. So we got to put a coat of Mod Podge on that. I also have this tree, so just for the heck of it, I love these. They're like little sitters. And I found these ornaments, guys. So there's that snowman, and then look how cute he is. I found these at Mark's. They were all of 67 cents. So I was thinking we put that snowman up here and we can use this star and maybe put a little bit of diamond dust in around that star and make it sparkle a little bit. So I'm just going to put Mod Podge on both of these because we're just going to go ahead and do both, I think. And yes, I just pour. So we're going to put a good coat on this. Make sure you get it everywhere because you want that napkin to stick all over. You're going to let this dry. And then we'll put the napkin over it, and we're going to do the iron-on method tonight. Like I said, I think depending on the projects I do. Hi, Stacy. Depending on the projects I do, I'll use saran wrap. Yes, you're allowed to be here. You're safe. That's my daughter, guys. That would be why I wasn't showing. She knows I'm hiding something from her. And we're going to do the same with this, and we're going to let it dry on here. You want to coat the whole thing because you want that, you don't want any spots that you missed. You want to make sure you didn't miss anything so that that napkin adheres all over. I've done these with rice paper, done them with napkins. You can, this one's got a little bit of a curve to it, which is why we're going to do the iron on, just to be safe. I got a little too much Mod Podge going on here. It's all right. We'll spread it around. I got a little bit underneath. That's okay. No one's going to see under there unless you pull it apart. If you're doing that, I don't know. So I think we're pretty good. Are you excited, Stacy? Oh, thank you, B. I think I've asked her that 3 times already. We're going to dry this a little bit. I have my iron going. Okay. Ashley, don't forget Stacy's on here. Oh Lord, you want me to paint that? What are you guys all doing this weekend? Anything? You'll love it, Stacy. You'll be fine. Okay. Trying to stay warm. I hear you there. It is freezing. I'd have been fine with not going out anywhere today. I'm going to just pull this down a little bit. These lids get super hot, guys. So remember that if you're using a heat gun and you grab it, it's not going to feel so good. I like to make sure this is dry all the way. And then when you stick the iron on it, it's going to reactivate that Mod Podge, and it's going to stick beautifully. I love this blow dryer because it's got a cool shine on it. Are we supposed to be getting snow? No one told me we were getting snow. Don't let it snow. know I dropped. Lord. Bending over gets harder and harder. We'll clean that up with stain. I guess I do. How many children do you have? I have 2 daughters and a son. Stacy's my oldest, Ashley's my middle, and Austin is my youngest. My son is my youngest. My son's the baby. Apparently I do live under a rock because I don't watch the news or anything anymore. I have no idea. I just want to make sure this one napkin, he's not the favorite. They're going to start now, B, just so you know. Everybody thinks he's my favorite. I want to make sure I have enough of... Now this one's tricky because it's not a solid, so it's got the little grooves in it. Telling you, it gets them going. You have no idea. So we're going to end right there. I want to know I could use the same napkin here, so if not, I have more. It's okay. That's the only thing with these taller. We're going to start with this guy first. So what I don't want to do is get 2 snowman bodies in here. I love that these napkins have the print all over, but it can also be a pain in the tuchus. I want to bring that cardinal in because he's cute. Because once you lay this, there's no going back. So, all right. So then you're going to take you're going to take your parchment paper. You're going to lay it right on top. Make sure that's exactly where you want it. And I have one of these little irons. I just got this at, I think I got it at Walmart. I love this little thing because it's super tiny. When I first started doing this, I was using this big old iron, and that was a pain. You know, make sure it's any iron you're using, there's no steam. And that just reactivates the Mod Podge underneath. Plus takes out any wrinkles. So you know what I didn't think is, that's all right. That knob is going right into his neck, actually, but that's okay. It'll still be cute. So now I'm just going to angle this around the edges. And this is where I guess the saran wrap method could be a little more useful. Where if you use the saran wrap, you put it right on the wet Mod Podge and you don't use an iron. You can go back over it with an iron, but so I'm just trying to go with the angle here. Y'all, let's hope this works. And don't forget, this iron is super hot and you're working with a metal lid. Well, you go enjoy your dinner, Bee. Thank you for stopping in. What am I wearing tomorrow? Lord, I don't even know. Am I supposed to wear something special? Is there a dress code? That's what I was just thinking, Ashley. Because if so, I didn't get the memo. All right, are you gonna be up? You should be sleeping. Girl, you're off. I know you had a long day. Rest up for that baby. Anybody start their Christmas shopping yet? No, we don't, Marsha. She wants it to be a surprise, which on one hand is super, super cool. On the other hand, it's a killing me. Aww. She found out for the first one. We have a little girl. Well, she's not so little anymore. She's 7 going on 27. No, this one's a surprise. Guys, I think we did it. One spot there. Now some of y'all are probably like, wait a minute, why isn't she using the saran wrap with wet Mod Podge? Because I'm starting to second guess myself right now going, that would have been much easier, but I also would have had to leave you and go get saran wrap. It's working. It worked. I'm thinking whatever I wear tomorrow, it's gonna have to be warm. Saw Lily the other night. She's so cute. She is so excited. It's not even funny. When we got off the live the other night, my other daughter's like, well, let's go to the store. I gotta get some stuff for the baby shower. And I'm like, oh, Lily's not gonna want to go to the store. It was like hailing. It was yucky. I said, do you want to go to the store with me and Aunt Ashley and go get stuff for the baby? And she's, yes, yes. So she was all excited. Hi, Mary, how are you? Thank you for popping in. We're redoing a cookie jar, darling. Just put a cute little snowman napkin on the top. And you're just gonna take your, she yelled at me for going down the baby aisle after that. I know she did. She's so scared you're gonna get something that you're not supposed to get. But that's cute. She's watching out for us all. So I just use my sanding block, and you're gonna sand the edges off to give you a nice clean edge here. And then that takes that off beautifully. It actually came out pretty good. I'm gonna go over this right on this edge, or it looks like there's a little wrinkle. So you can go over this and re-iron it, get out any little wrinkles you might have. And it's only because there's a curve. This isn't a flat top, so it's got a curved edge on it. Which is, like I said, if I would have used the, thank you for the hearts, guys. If I would have used the saran wrap method, it would have probably been a little easier to work with that, but that's okay. We got it. It just took a little more time. Perfect. Between that and the baby shark paper. She's so cute. Yeah, when we took my granddaughter to the store, all of a sudden she's got a nutcracker obsession now. So she wanted nutcracker ornaments, and she wanted a nutcracker, and we're down the Christmas aisle, and I realized we created a monster. She's like, Grandma, gnomes, nutcrackers, I want all of them. Oh, great. See what we did? And she didn't want them for a tree. She just wanted them for her. Thank you, Mary. So look how cute he is. Isn't he adorable? I actually have a little bubble, but I also have a razor that we can fix that with if I ever find it. And then I realized, you know, you guys can see in my drawer, and I'm mortified. I don't know how to fix that. Or we have a steak knife that I stole that neither one of my daughters on here is going to tell my husband about. Hold on. He bought me a blade. So if you poke, just let the air out. And then go over it one more time. That little bubble will go away. If I was keeping it for myself, I wouldn't so much care, but this is going to be going up for sale, so I don't want any bubbles in there. See? All gone. All right. How cute he is. So we have to put a coat of Mod Podge over the top. I'm gonna let that cool off for a second because that was a lot of ironing. So let's see if we still have enough here to do this tree. I think we're golden because we're gonna wrap the bottom of this tree. So you're going to do the same thing with the tree, and this one's simple because it's such a flat surface. feel like my cord's not long enough. Just gonna make sure you put that heat all over. This is called double duty. Take advantage of it, right? Same thing, you're just gonna take your sanding block, sand it right off of there. And then you can do one of two things. So I have a nail file that you can use on the insides of all these grooves, etc. But my sanding block is one of the slanted ones, and I love using that because I like using pieces that I do so many things that are angled. So I love these sanding blocks for that. And you can go right in between so it fits in all the grooves. And I get these at, my husband gets me these at Lowe's actually. And this is perfect for these trees. I've done a couple of these already. I have stars that are the same. And then I just take an old beat up nail file and go wherever that sanding block doesn't go. Or you can do the burn method. So you can actually take a lighter and burn that right off. You'll actually just light the edges, and all it's going to burn off is the excess pieces. It's not going to burn anything the Mod Podge touched. Now I am going to use wax on the edges of this, just to give it that. Hello, Stella, how are you? I think I caught you. Were you on earlier, or did I catch you on a, I may have got you on a replay. Look how cute that napkin is. I love it. So that napkin did both of these, which is perfect. So I just did double duty tonight. And we're actually going to use that twine on both of these too. So you guys probably saw I did one of these before. This one I'm going to give it a little bit of a tree topper. And I usually don't make things more than once, but like I said, I have this Christmas show coming up. So some of these trees and stuff, this is just my smaller items. Because I like to have, I have my one-of-a-kind items, but I like to have like jars or whatever the holiday is. You know, it's Christmas, so I'm going to have a bunch of these trees out. I have this one I started earlier. I got to add something to it. I have like the tall, skinny ones. You guys have seen my black and white ones. I love my black and white. So like these, they're diamond dusted. So I try to have just, when I do a show, I try to have a few items that are smaller just for people to buy. Thank you, Marsha. Did you just get off your live? I'll have to go back and watch. I always do when I get off of here. I go through, that's when I just kind of sit down and watch everything. So I have that. So we're going to put a coat of Mod Podge on top of both of these. And don't forget, we have to put this on there too. So what I'm actually going to do is before I put that Mod Podge on, I'm going to poke that in. Now the sad part is it does kind of cover up, but it's going to have a spacer, so you'll still see his face. So we're going to go ahead and put some, I like to use soft brushes when I go over the top, just because I want it to have a nice smooth finish. Now, on some of these I've diamond dusted. I think we're just going to leave this one because we're going to put that ornament that I do have over here. You guys know I lose everything, right? have more over there. There we go. So I think what we're gonna do is stick, we're gonna take this right out of here, this little hanger off of this ornament. And like I said, I found these at Mark's. They were so cute. They were like 60, I don't remember what it was, 67 cents. And see how that's a little darker, but we're gonna wax the sides of this, and then we're gonna put that red jute rope at the bottom of this too. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of diamond dust just to make that snow glow. What do you think? Is that too much for a snowman? Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. Hold on, let me look at it over here. Is that too much? That might be too much. Oh, maybe we'll leave it plain. Okay. Like I said, don't come at me. I pour my Mod Podge right over. And I got two going on here, so if there's too much, just move it over to the other one. Is anybody on here, or is any of you the ones that, I know I got a couple messages that people got their bracelets for their blessing bags and their napkins. I don't know if anybody on here got theirs, or if anybody on here that got them. I did get a few more napkins. I'm waiting for this one store by me. I thought they would have had them the other day. They always have beautiful napkins. They're kind of expensive, but they're so pretty. I mean, it's like $7 for a pack of napkins, but you know, if you get 20 of them and they're all like this and you can do several projects with them, that's not too bad. They don't have them out yet. They still have their Thanksgiving ones out. I'm like, you realize everybody's been selling Christmas forever. But it's okay. You think it's cute? Okay. We'll stick it on there. I got some that are plain, so it's okay, right? We can do different ones. If they like it, they like it. They don't have to get it. So we want to seal that. And we don't do diamond dust on anything that's going in the kitchen. Because we don't want any fall off or people getting it on their hands. It is, but this store was like, no, we don't have our Christmas stuff out yet. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought maybe I was crazy. I mean, I know I'm always early. I mean, we're all early for a reason, but... But to be fair, it's a grocery store. This one seems to be bubbling a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. It's all right, we'll fix it. Hi, Porch Pals Designs. Thank you for stopping in. Twofer, same print on two different projects right now. So we're doing a cookie jar and we're doing a Christmas tree. I love the size of this too. Like, it's huge. So it doesn't actually have to be a cookie jar. It could be anything, I guess. Candies. You could probably also turn this into... We put a whole Christmas scene in there. across this one. I love it because it's just so pretty. It's so big. Ooh, I got napkin floaties everywhere. So I'm gonna try something. Don't do this at home, guys. I have a bubble. I don't know what'll happen if I put the Mod Podge on top. Yep, don't try this at home. Okay. Hi, Liz. You caught me, you caught me. So I got this red jute twine. We're gonna put, tell me I lost the top. Do you guys see the top? Okay, there we are. Got Mod Podge leaking out. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back together. Where is it? Nicole, you need all the pieces first. Like I said, it's a little bit by, hello, Junebug. Thank you for stopping in, guys. So we're gonna put this topper back on so we got something to hold it by. And like I said, it's over his face, but it sits high enough that you can still see it. It's gonna be super cute on this jar. Seriously? All right, we're gonna wrap this in this twine and hope we have enough. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Thank you, Mary. So we're just gonna use some hot glue. Let me see, where are we at? I wanna do, I always like to know where I'm starting the twine because I want it to be in the back. It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like to see the start of the twine when I'm looking at it. Don't ask, it's just me. And we're just gonna take this all the way around. It's gonna be a few times here. And like I said, I kept this matte black because I think it just goes with the snowman. I have tons of knobs to go on jars. And we could have, I actually for a minute, come chalk with me, hello, welcome. And I was thinking for a minute we were gonna check this like in a red and black, but I like just that kind of country look. So we're gonna keep it. So we're gonna go around. I like to start out with a good amount first. And you don't have to glue it all the way around because you're gonna reinforce it. And we're just gonna wrap all the way around this. Keeping it nice and tight. And I'm not gonna do anything to the jar itself. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But seeing as this is like, whether it's gonna be out for the holidays, I figure, you know, candy, cookie, it's gonna be handled a lot. So this way you can wash the actual jar itself. Especially with it, you know, for storage purposes. Anything that you would put on it, you wouldn't want it to get scraped up or get all yucky. So I like just doing the lids, and that way you can see, especially if you're putting cookies in it, you can see what's in it. You can see the Christmas cookies or the Christmas candies. People like those colorful, different Christmas candies, if that's even a thing anymore. See where I'm going with that? So it just brings out, it's the same red. It's literally that country. I need to go back and see if they have any more of this. I love this twine. Were they your favorite candy? So they have, where are you at, Stella? What state are you in? Just want to make sure. Arizona. Do you have a store called Aldi's out by you? It's like a grocery store. Because if you do, they have those big jars. Their jar is almost as big as this, of that old world candy. It's like a German candy. Oh my God, they're so good. They're all different flavors. And they're shaped in fruits. You can get just the berry one or the mixed one. Oh my God. I wonder how heavy one of those is. Because I would so send you some if they had any more. It's that good. I love it. That's a bummer you don't have one of those, because I'll tell you what, they got some cute Christmas decorations too. Do you have a Cracker Barrel out by you? Because they carry it too. Is it sad that I know where they sell the candy? Girl, go to Cracker Barrel. On their back wall, they'll have a jar of different, like, those hard candies. They're not the old school ones that I'm talking about, but they are the old world candies. They kind of like have a sugar coating on them. And they come in a jar like this, like a glass jar like this. It's a little more expensive there than it would be at Aldi's, but you get a lot. And they're so good. So now where am I ending this? I'm going to end this over here. I want to end it the same place I started it, because like I said, I'm picky. I want it to be towards the back. I don't like to see the beginning and the ending when we do jute rope. I don't know. It's one of my pet peeves. It's kind of like when I do trays or anything, I always cover that part with some kind of gem or what have you. Like I said, this is super simple. And they sell these at the thrift store all the time. They have these jars. They have those, the ones that tilt to their side. You can change the knobs up top. Hobby Lobby sells knobs all the time. I have so many knobs. Yeah, I can't stand that. I don't know. I'm picky about that, especially if it's something in my house and I know it's there, I turn it around, whatever. But when it's something I'm selling, I hate to see it. But it's not something you can cover on these jars. So if it's not something I can cover, I always make sure it's whatever is pointed towards the back. Oh, come on. Look at how big that jar is. Look how cute he is. I mean, yes, the snowman head is covered, but actually if you're looking at it from above, that's what you see. So you'll see the snowman. Isn't he cute? It is just the simplest thing to do. You don't have Hobby Lobby. Oh boy. It is pretty. I like it. So now let's finish this. I'm going to try to go, I don't know if I put too much on there. You're not supposed to go over this, so don't do as I say. You're only supposed to do with the Mod Podge underneath, but I got a couple little air bubbles, and I'm not sure why. There we go. It does want to stick a little bit. Yes. Where are you at, Marsha? I don't remember. I'm sorry. It'll take me a while to remember all that. So we're going to go ahead and just take this sticker off of here. Or not. That's okay too. It's getting glued on there. We're good. Listen, me and razors are probably not a good idea. My husband got me this and he's like, should I feel safe knowing I got you that? Illinois. So those of you that are on here, Marsha, I don't know if you were on here the other day. So I had asked a question of everybody. I have not done a live where I've done an auction yet because I'm scared to death. If you use your hairdryer on labels, they come, oh, well, now you tell. All righty. Thank you. Did you see me struggling? Struggling a little bit. Sorry. So I have not done an auction on a live yet. Honestly, I'm nervous. So I can't do an auction until after this Christmas show. However, not so much nervous. I just want to make sure I have, you know, enough attention for an auction, I guess you would say. So, well, look at that. What I was thinking of doing was I was going to do something on here one day and then just at the end of my live, just auction that piece off. Would that be something you guys would think would interest you? Just like surprise. It's for sale. You got 3 minutes. If you want it, buy it. Guys, we don't have to take that whole thing off. Do we like it? On there. So we're gonna wrap this real quick. Do you love auctions? Have you done one yet? Because I have not. Okay, we'll put the star up top. I do want to wrap the bottom of this too. So we're gonna do part of the bottom of this with the jute rope. All right, I'll have to remember that. No, I'm a chicken. You and me both. Everybody's like, just do it, just do it. I'm like, And I have a few people that are really wanting me to do it. I have no objections to doing it. I guess it's that fear of, oh Lord, are those people going to be here the night I do it? Which I guess I could just advertise, hey, I'm going to do it. But I don't know. I thought about just doing a surprise one day. So if you're still on here, when I'm doing whatever craft, you know, you'd have a chance to bid on the auction. And then just do random, you know, every so often. And I'm just wrapping and every so often putting down glue. That's the last wrap, I think. Thank you, Mary. I do love this tree. I did one with the exact same napkin, actually. And I diamond dusted the snowman. And I was like, you know what? He's actually really cute. I should probably make another one for my show. So while I had the napkin out, I figured I'd do it. How many of you are left-handed? I find it awkward to do certain things now because I'm trying to work from one side here and I'm left-handed and it goes the other way around. If that makes any sense. It would make sense to anybody who's left-handed. Yes to the auction. All right. Well, like I said, I would probably just do a surprise one, so you'd have to be actually watching to know if I was going to do it. But when I do an actual auction, I will post. Gotcha. I will post, you know, with plenty enough time, probably a week before I decide to do an auction. So I want to put a little bit of wax on here really quick because I want it to blend in. Plus we're putting that brown star. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that, Marcia. Who loves this napkin? I don't know why I love it so much. It's just so cute. So we're just going to dark wax it to make it blend in a little bit. I'll put a little bit right on the edges of this. And I use the Bear Dark Wax. I've used several different ones, and I haven't found one that I super like yet, except for this one. And this is one that Kathy from Royal Funky Junk always uses, and I used it one day, and I swear it's like working with butter. I love it. So I've been using it ever since. So how do you get the follow button next to your name? I'm not sure where you, I'm guessing you were asking Stella. And we just rub that off a little bit. I got a little lift here, so stick some glue right there. We're gonna pop him on here. I don't want to cover up that cardinal. And I will paint the back of this. I always paint the back of everything and make sure it's even. Is he cute? We got double snowman. It should come up after people private mess. So what I think I want to do, just the tiniest bit, I want to put just a little bit of diamond dust onto It's almost too much. Onto this snowflake, just to sparkle it up a little bit. So I'm just randomly tapping some Mod Podge on there and around the tree. And I think, I don't want to put too much because it's very, so where this white snow looks like it's falling, I'm literally dotting because I don't want a ton on here. I just want to give it a little bit of a little effect because there's already little snow dots on here, so why not make them sparkle a little bit, right? Not too much, just a little bit here and there. Then the trick is just getting it into those little dots. Oh, perfect. Let's do a little dot down here. Just looks like little snowflakes falling. How'd I miss all that up there? I just want a little bit, so that's that, guys. And it's super simple. Can you see just the tiny bit that's showing it? Yeah, you can see it. He's cute. I love him. Now, we don't want to do that. I would love to do that on the jar, but you don't want to do that on the jar. Only because, unless you're not using it, I mean, you can use this in your bathroom, I guess, but I think he's perfect for Christmas in the kitchen. He's so cute. Hi, Julie, how are you? Catching us at the end. This is a cookie jar we just did. He's watching. Uh-oh. So yeah, do you guys love it? I love the cookie jar. I'm gonna have a hard time parting with it. All right, guys. Well, that was it. I told you I was jumping on real quick. Simple projects. Oh, thank you. I try to do simple ones here and there. I am okay. Need prayers for my son and grandkids. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I hope whatever it is, thank you. I hope whatever it is all ends well. I'm so sorry. I do have a schedule, so this week has been totally off only because like I said, I had my daughter's baby shower, so I've been doing a lot for that, and I took the week off for that. And just a little bit of time to myself. I've had a few other things going on. So usually I'm Tuesday and Thursday, I'm 6:30 is my typical time. This week was a little off. And then Saturday is 6:30. So today I had my son come in and I had some stuff going on. So I decided, well, I got to do a live, so I'll do it late, which I did. So that's why I'm on now. I plan on, hopefully, I want to throw another day in there, so I'll figure that out. I might do, yes, Eastern Standard. I'm in Ohio, so Eastern Standard Time. I'm off on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I'm debating on doing one in the morning. I have not done one in the morning. Have any of you? I'm debating if I should do a morning. I know there's a lot of people on in the morning, so I don't know. But I'd like to throw another one in there during the week, just for something like this, that I could do something a little quicker, because some of my projects are a little longer, a little more detailed. Right now it's just a lot of Christmas that I have to get done. But so yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays is at 6:30, and Saturdays is at 6. Candy cane. That's what I was kind of thinking, is candy canes. That would be cute because of the red and the white. Yeah, I like it. I like the way it. And I like just leaving the handle black because it matches. Usually I always change them up. I always change the handles up, but I love the black. So literally same napkin, 2 projects. I love it. So, well, thank you ladies for stopping in. It was definitely a something different for me, coming in late at night. So you all have a beautiful weekend. Like I said, I will post pictures tomorrow of the things we've been working on all week. I'm excited to show them. They're so out of the box. My daughter's gonna be like, wait a minute, what? So they're definitely out of the box. So I can't wait to post the pictures of that tomorrow. But I will see you guys on Tuesday, unless I do a surprise pop-up maybe Monday night. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm trying to throw a different day in there, so I'm just kind of playing around. But it will always be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Those of you that are new, thank you for stopping in. And you guys have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.